Oh man, that thing's nice. Told me he fucking picked it up from southern Oklahoma. Hell yeah. I would have too. Then he told me how much he paid for it. So, back to the whole situation yesterday. Yeah, I know, daily, yeah, fucking videos 2 days in a row. What? Maybe. But, back to the whole situation yesterday, that new vehicle. Yeah, I know, I can't. I thought about it, and I made the good decision to tell the Ford dealership to fuck off, effectively. But, I feel like my rear tire's low. But, I basically told the Ford dealership to fuck off because I had, other plans. And I do. I'm gonna, check my rear tire whenever I get to a stopping point. But, okay, so, alright, let's go long story short. Well, short story long, actually. The vehicle I was gonna grab was a 2017 Ford Fiesta hatchback with a 5-speed. And, you know, I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's a base model car, or sorry, it's the SC, so it's not the base model, it's the, you know, less base model. There we go. But I thought about it, and I decided that I wouldn't do that. Damn it, I said again. Fuck. I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, I decided I wasn't gonna do that. And because I can't, why the fuck would I spend $17,000 on a maybe $10,000 car? And it for damn sure did not cost Ford probably even $10,000 to fucking sell it, or to make it. But I'm not doing that route. Fuck that. Fuck, there it is again. There's the yet again. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull a page out of my old playbook, and I'm gonna go ahead. I've talked to the bank about it. I'm trying to get a loan okayed for it, and fuck. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead, if they give me the okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to get myself a Ford Bronco again. And this was actually before I had my YouTube channel going, that I owned my Bronco. So there's really no videos of me on my Bronco. But I miss it. And I had some damn good times in that truck. I almost rolled that thing so many fucking times. I was also right out of high school. I literally bought it like 2 weeks after I graduated. I said, fuck this. I'd sold my Eclipse, and I bought my Bronco. Fuck. I bought my Bronco, and whenever I did that, I kept that Bronco for 2.5 years. I had a couple of cars alongside the Bronco, but I had the Bronco the whole time. Oh wow, 16 bucks an hour, what? Huh, $17 an hour. Maybe. But I had my bike alongside my Bronco, and then, or wait, what? No, what? Okay, we're gonna scratch out that whole part there. So I had a 1992 Honda Prelude at the same time. I had a 1992 Honda Prelude at the same time that I owned the Bronco. Simultaneously, I owned both of them for about a week. And then I got a drag race ticket in the Prelude, and then my insurance fucking skyrocketed again. It was already high because I had a drag race ticket in the Eclipse that I sold the Bronco, that I sold for the Bronco. And then I got another drag race ticket in the Prelude, and I ended up having to sell the Prelude. I sold the Prelude. Yeah, I sold the Prelude, and I kept the Bronco. And I dropped out of college because, you know, I'm a fucking waste of space, but whatever. Fuck. So I ended up dropping out of college, and I came back home. And then for some reason, I saw an Eclipse that I thought I wanted. And I straight traded my Bronco for a 1995 Eclipse. Straight across. Anybody with a brain knows that that was probably about the stupidest thing I could have done, or so it seems. The reason why I say or so it seems, I came out smelling like a fucking rose on that trade. And the reason why I say that, I took it out to Emporio one night and it got totaled. And when it got totaled, I called the insurance. Yeah, I called the insurance about it. And a couple weeks later, yeah, there's snow on it, there's all the shit. The adjuster comes out. You know, this thing was the biggest piece of shit, and it was pretty fucking obvious that it was a piece of shit. But somehow, the Ford, you know, the Ford gods were smiling on me or some shit, because I ended up receiving a check for $2,300 for that piece of shit Eclipse. So then I took that $2,300 and I put a down payment on that 2000 Gixxer 600 that I used to motovlog with. That was my motovlogging machine. Like, that was what I first had to motovlog with, was that black 2000 Gixxer. And I went from the Gixxer, and then I traded it for the diesel, which, you know, I mean, you guys are aware of, you know, because I've vlogged in both of those vehicles, the Gixxer and the diesel, and now, kind of obvious, now, I've got this. The last three, the Gixxer, the diesel, and this, were straight trades. And I know the reason why the dude straight traded me this bike for the diesel. He thought there was probably something else going on with it. Because it was running bad. Acting bad. And, you know, I did a little bit of research, and I figured out that the Kawasaki's had a bad a bad cam tensioner. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on this bike. Or actually, that's bullshit. I did the research after I bought the bike. So I went and I, took it to Grandpa's garage, tore it down, or not really tore it down, but I took as much as I needed to down to get to the tensioner. And I couldn't find a fucking swivel. So about 3.5 hours of redneck ingenuity later, my cam tensioner is tightened and it still feels like shit. It runs better, sounds better. Sorry, it sounds better, doesn't run better. It sounds better, but it still rides like shit. So I'm like, alright, what the fuck? I'm getting pissed at this point. I've done everything. Seafoam, fucking Pokemon cards. No. I'm pretty sure that's what was going on back there though. So Seafoam, fucking, I had Seafoamed it. I had worked with the tensioner cam, which probably needs it again before too long. I can kind of start hearing it click. But I had done spark plugs, wires, all that shit, trying to make it sound better or run better, ride better. Except for the one thing that makes perfect fucking sense to check: the fucking chain where the chain where the slip ring, or in the old one's case, the rivet master link was over tightened. So it was making it jerk going on the highway a little bit. And as soon as I kind of came across that realization, after ZS6R forums help a lot, I kind of came to the realization that that's what my problem was. Ordered a new chain and sprocket. Took me maybe 30 minutes because I didn't have a rear tire stand. Ask me exactly how that worked, and I will answer. Basically, I used a jack stand and a jack and a wooden block. It was interesting. I need to do that. I need whenever I take the back tire off next time, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'm gonna kind of post it up in that video. But it was interesting. This guy shouldn't ever have gotten his driver's license. It was interesting to say the least. But I did it. I replaced all my my chain, my 2 sprockets. I actually ended up doing a boost on my sprocket. I've got a bigger front one and a smaller rear one now. And it is a torquey motherfucker. But it runs great. Minus when I put 87 in it, and that is what I've done, and that's why it sounds so bad right now, is I'm running 87 like a fucking piece of shit degenerate. It is what it is. You have slips of thought. Mine has just happened to be 2 in a row now that I've had a slip in my thought process, and I've put 87 in it like a fucking idiot twice now. But really, overall, this is the best damn thing I could have ever asked for. I couldn't have stumbled across a better trade. Long story short, I've traded a lot of vehicles, and this is probably the one I'm going to stick with. Yeah, long story short, this thing is fun as fuck. I do miss a diesel every once in a while, anytime it comes to pulling shit, obviously. But hopefully I'll be able to fix that by buying this Bronco. Because I've got my gas getter, and then, I've got my gas getter and my pleasure vehicle. And then before too long, I will have the Bronco, which will be my winter vehicle, and whenever summertime comes around, it'll be my pleasure vehicle, because this will become my daily driver. And I'll basically go off-roading and shit and throw mud fucking everywhere. But Dude. So yeah, like I said, I stopped by the bank today and I talked to them about a bank loan, and hopefully I'll get a call back tomorrow saying you have been approved for a $4,000 loan. If that is the case, my ass is calling up anybody who's willing to go with me, and I'm taking my Civic down to Wichita, and I'm gonna pick up this truck. Drive it back up here and have a Bronco.